Hey, what's up guys? I'm your host, SmokeyBloons, and this is King of the Hill. Alrighty, we're here in game number 1 between Ryan Zhu and Super Bomb Jumbo 2. Ryan Zhu with 344 wins, 200 losses. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 with 168 wins and 90 losses. Now guys, before you jump out of your seats and get excited, this is not Super Jumbo 2, the host of this channel. This is somebody who's obviously a big fan of Super Jumbo, but notice that he has played, he's replaced the B and the J, he's swapped them around. So he's just a big fan of Super Jumbo, and I'm sure that you're watching this right now, so shout out to you, buddy. But no, this is not Chris, this is not the host of this channel. Okay, let's get into this game, guys. So Ryan Zhu going with farms. Farm and with a boomerang, whereas his opponent is going for an upgraded bomb tower. So very unique strategy from Super Bomb Jumbo. And I wonder what he's going to go with this upgraded bomb tower. You normally don't see the bomb tower used this way. Normally it's just by itself to support the boomerang. And now he's got his bomb tower up to a 3-0. Very interesting. And meanwhile, Ryan going for the farm economy and the bomb tower boomerang opener. So Ryan going completely farm economy, whereas Super Bomb Jumbo is going Bloons economy. So farm economy versus Bloons economy. Let's see which one takes it out. Ryan's getting his 2-3 boomer up in time for round 4, and yeah. So again, I really hope that. Maybe hope in the short future that Super Jumbo, the host of this channel, will play King of the Hill, and we get to see how he does versus the Knights, Anacondaz, and Ryan Zhu, and hopefully he can beat them and will take on the king like sPedo or whoever else is the king at that time. I'm very excited for that, and I see a lot of the comments. People also very keen to see Super Jumbo take part in King of the Hill. But I also know he's a very busy guy, so for now you guys just have to make do with his this big fan of his who uses a name very similar to his, and just sort of, maybe if you want, you can just imagine it is Super Jumbo and pretend it's him playing. So now he's getting his tech shooter up for round 6. This is because on round 6 you can send blacks, and bomb towers are completely ineffective versus blacks, so you need that tech shooter to help out a little bit. And Ryan Zhu, seeing this tech shooter bomb tower defense, knows that he cannot do anything to damage his opponent. Meanwhile, just getting more and more farm economy. Ryan Zhu down to 138 lives, so he's definitely down on lives versus his opponent, who has 147. So it's up to him to do some sort of rush to either kill his opponent or yeah, make him lose some lives so that he can be hidden lives when it gets to round 38. Now, usually when you go farms, you basically have to kill your opponent before the later rounds, because usually when you have farms, you don't have any ground zero. And Ryan has already shown his 4 towers. He's shown the mortar, boomer, farm, and bomb tower. So we know that he doesn't have monkey ace. We know that he doesn't have the ground zero, which means that he really can't survive like 20 zone my gods in round 30 or 35. And here's going for a Rigo Black Rush versus his opponent. A Rigo Black Rush is pretty good versus the tech shooter bomb tower, but it looks like none of them are getting through. Oh no, definitely no. Some of them are definitely getting through here. So look at this. These black balloons getting through, and once they get past that tech shooter, it's just very hard. Oh, it's impossible for that bomb tower to do any damage. So getting Super Bomb Jumbo down to 126 lives, and meanwhile Ryan Zhu stopping with that rush and going back to full farm economy. I'm surprised that Super Bomb Jumbo didn't get any more defense up to get against those Rigo Blacks, but I guess he just doesn't care too much about losing lives. I actually didn't see there how Ryan lost some lives, but he lost 8 lives as well. So round 30 up, this is when you can do a big Rainbow Rush. Is Ryan going to do a Rainbow Rush? Okay, so he's doing it, the big Rainbow Rush on round 13. Super Bomb Jumbo is getting probably a Blade Maelstrom to defend against this, but it looks like it's way too late. And that's GG. A quick game in game number 1. Ryan Zhu going for the farm Rigo Rainbow Rush. This is a very, very hard rush to stop. It's incredibly hard. And actually, I think there's only 1 or 2 ways you can stop it. And the Blade Maelstrom is maybe stoppable, but you need usually 1 or 2. Definitely need, one's definitely not enough. You need at least 2. And he barely got 1 up in time. So that Regal Rainbow Rush with farms just got completely thrown. Because when you do a farm Regal Rainbow Rush, instead of doing like maybe a $5,000, $6,000 Rainbow Rush, you're doing like a $12,000 Rainbow Rush. $12,000 Rainbow Rush, which is like double the power. So strong and really hard to stop. And Ryan Zhu just winning game 1 with that Rainbow Rush. Let's go to game 2. Okay, game number 2. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 has chosen Rally as the second map. So interesting that he's choosing a big map. There's basically 2 types of players. You're either a big map player or a little map player. And that's basically the 2 styles of players there are in this game. Maybe Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is a big map player, and maybe he's an expert on these big maps. Ryan Zhu, by now probably a pretty decent expert on all maps, as he has shown that he doesn't really have... I mean, he's definitely lost some games, so he does have a weakness on some maps. But he doesn't seem to have any preference for either the big maps or the little maps. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 just taking his time to pick his towers, really making sure that he gets his strategy down. Maybe he's just, taking a drink of water, just calming himself down, getting ready for that second match. Okay, let's see what strategies these guys uses. Okay, Ryan Zhu showing the boomerang, and Super Bomb Jumbo 2 also showing a boomerang. So, looks like Ryan not going for a farm strategy in this map. Usually when you go for farm strategies, you get the farm first, and then you start getting your towers up. That's usually what we see with most farm strategies. Just because, with farm strategies, you don't really care about losing lives, because you're trying to kill your opponent on one of these rounds with a big Rainbow Rush or a Ceramic Rush. And so it's much better to get that farm first and then get your towers. You do get that much more economy with that. Okay, both these guys go for Boomerang Bomb Tower. I'm a little sad that everyone's using very similar strategies. I mean, everyone's just basically using Boomerang Bomb Tower for most of these maps. And that's a little bit sad. I was quite happy to see Super Bomb Jumbo 2 using that Bomb Tower and Tack Shooter. But he wasn't able to win with it. And so that just goes to show that maybe it's just not the best strategy. And it's a little, unfortunate and disheartening to see that this single strategy, the Bomb Tower and Boomerang Opener, is the best strategy for pretty much every single map. But it also means that it's good for you guys, because it means you only need to learn one strategy and perfect it. And you should be able to win many of your games. Okay, a big pick rush here by Ryan Zhu, sorry. Doesn't he get past? No, it looks like Super Bomb Jumbo 2 upgraded that monkey just in time, and now Ryan is going back to blue economy balloons. Both of them with perfect boomer placement. These boomerangs can hook around this huge bend here and make it very difficult for balloons to get past. Ryan Zhu continue with a pink rush, but again, absolutely no damage done to Super Bomb Jumbo 2. And likewise, Ryan on his full 150 lives. So usually I found that on big maps, it's round 6 is the key round. Usually you send big black rushes on round 6, and that's really the key round to make your opponent lose lives. Because once you get to round 8 and you have that ricochet up, it's just really impossible to cause your opponents to lose any lives. So round 6 is usually that weak spot for many players, especially with the Boomerang Opener. You often need maybe 1 or 2 other boomerangs to support on round 6 to make sure you don't lose any lives to blacks. Because one black getting through the first hit just means it's really hard to make sure to finish him off with the second hit. So here it is, Ryan going for a black rush, trying to cause some damage to his opponent. Is Super Bomb Jumbo going for a black rush? No, at the moment he's just happy to get some defense up first. Not going for any balloons whatsoever, actually. And he's still not sending any balloons. Okay, now he's going back to green economy balloons. So just wanting to make sure that he gets his defense up first. And Ryan going for green and blacks together, but not being able to do any damage to Super Bomb Jumbo 2. I must say, that name is such a mouthful. Especially when I've been reading Chris's name a lot, so his is Super John Bombo, not Super Bomb Jumbo. And now that it's been changed around, it's really hard to say, actually. So Ryan's selling his boomerang for a mortar, and putting it in the bottom here. And oh, these Rio Blacks might do something to Ryan here. This could definitely hurt Ryan. A lot of these balloons getting passed. Could this be Ryan's downfall? He's trying to get a second boomerang up. But this one single Rigo balloon's getting through. And that's it. Yes, 2 lives lost for Ryan. That might just be it, guys. That Rigo Black Rush by Super Bomb Jumbo catching Ryan a bit off guard there. And now it's really up to Ryan to try to come back in the series. What is it? So he can't hurt Super Bomb Jumbo 2 with this Yellow Rush because Super Bomb Jumbo 2 does have the Ricochet. And Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is still trying to go with that Rigo Blacks, but now that Ryan's Mortar has got the Flaming Mortar, those Blacks don't do anywhere near as much damage. Also, those Rigos don't do anywhere near as much damage because that Flame really counteracts the Rigo quite well. But Ryan down by 2 lives. This is just unfortunately how the game is at the moment. Is the game is often decided in these early rounds by these 1 or 2 lives lost, and it's going to be just really hard for Ryan to come back. But let's see if he has some sort of cool massive rush planned to make Super Bomb Jumbo 2 lose some lives in the later rounds. And this might be it, guys. A Rainbow Rush on round 13. No, neither player doing the Rainbow Rush on round 13. And Ryan's defense seems pretty limited. Ryan Zhu sending the sprinkling of pinks now. There's a couple of taps of that leader key 5, getting some pinks out. Just a little bit of economy. And 3 Rainbow Balloons sent by Super Bomb Jumbo just to get Ryan to get some more defense up. May have been worth it, maybe not, hard to say. 3 Rainbow Balloons doesn't really cost that much. And it did force Ryan to upgrade that tower to Ricochet. So round 15, and Ryan's going for that Ceramic Rush. This is forcing Super Bomb Jumbo to quickly get some defense up. But that Ceramics looks like not quite getting through. So unfortunately Ryan's Ceramic Rush has completely failed there. And now he's going for his own Ceramic Rush. And Ryan quickly getting the 4-2 Bomb Tower up. Also meaning that these Ceramics won't do anything. So quite interesting that these guys dealt with the Ceramic Rush in very different ways. Ryan Zhu using the 4-2 Bomb Tower and Super Bomb Jumbo 2, getting that second Ricochet and second 2-3 Boomer. But yeah, both these defenses work perfectly against that Rigo Ceramics. Seems like both these guys didn't really want to commit too much to that attack, just enough to force your opponent to get some towers so that he's not dumping that money into a pure economy. But both players being completely prepared, having that money saved up in case their opponent does the Ceramic Rush so that they could afford that necessary defense. Alright, these guys need to get ready for round 18 Moabs, getting more and more bomb towers up. And now, as the game gets later and later, it just gets to the point where it's starting to get really hard to rush your opponent. Especially if you're balancing defense and economy perfectly. And I'm honestly surprised at how well Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is playing, given that his win-loss streak was not that impressive. I mean, he's only won like 150 wins, 90 losses. That's less than a 2-to-1 ratio. And that's also less than 300 games played. So, really not many games played at all. Okay, so here he is. He's doing a Moab Rush versus Ryan. I don't think this is necessary. I think this is completely just wasting his own money. He should just be completely focused on defending any attacks Ryan does versus him. And here I think Ryan has an opportunity for a counter-attack. But he's not going for one. Instead choosing to get more bomb towers up for defense. I don't think this is the right strategy. I think Ryan should just go for a huge rush right now and try to get some balloons past Super Bomb Jumbo 2. But then again, it's really hard to tell because Super Bomb Jumbo 2 has these cannon towers up and he's obviously ready to upgrade them at any time if he sees a rush coming. If only Ryan could do some sort of maybe like camera rush or something, anything to get these balloons past. Just all he needs is one pink camo to get past, and he does get the lead back with that 148 lives versus 100, because you lose 5 lives, so it'll be 145 lives for Super Bomb Jumbo. And now, with these natural, this is a perfect moment I think to do for a camo pink rush, but Ryan doesn't go for it. Oh, he does go for it. Never mind. So he's going for a huge camo pink rush right now, and no, absolutely nothing. There's a complete failure of that camo pink rush. It looks like that mortar spot was just the positioning was just too good, and that camo pink rush doing absolutely nothing. Ryan Zhu losing quite a bit of money there, wasting quite a bit of money. So now I don't see what he can do to come back in the series. He's going to have to go for a big Oh My God rush. Here comes a natural Moab. Oh, actually, Ryan is sending a Moab as well. I didn't see that. So Ryan's sending one Moab and a BFB. So here's Ryan's big attack. One BFB and tons of Moabs. Lots of Moabs, but will they get past? Looks like Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is defending this pretty damn well, but the balloons are almost getting through. No, not quite. So completely stopping that rush of Ryan. And oh my God, he lost one life. He lost one life. Wow. That was so close. Ryan says, "Arr," like a pirate. Arr. Arr, the Ryan pirate. And he said one more. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 saying, okay, with a Tang face. So that was actually quite an effective rush by Ryan, but it's just not quite there. If only he made him lose one more life, then the game would have been tied. But unfortunately, it's 148 lives to 149. So very close. And now, Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is going for his own attack, saying might turn. It's might turn. Might turn indeed. And now, does Ryan Zhu have enough defense to stop this BFB? And now the natural Mob is coming through as well. So Bloons coming from both ways. This is going to cause a lot of trouble, I think, for Ryan. He popped the first BFB there. But, okay, so Ryan is going to choose to use the ground zero to stop this attack. Is he? Yep. So Ryan is going to sell everything for this ground zero. He does not have enough, and GG. Ryan loses game number 2. Despite selling every single tower, he still did not have enough for that ground zero. He could have sold his mortar as well, but that leaves him open. That will leave him open to a huge camo pink rush. So, very interesting choice there by Ryan, thinking that his normal towers could not defend this stat, therefore deciding to use the ground zero, but just not quite calculating it perfectly, not realizing that his towers would not sell enough to get that ground zero up, because it cost, I think, maybe around 20,000 to use one ground zero. So, interesting choice there by Ryan, but just not playing it quite perfectly. So game number 2 goes to Super Bomb Jumbo 2, 1-1 tied. Let's go to game 3 to see who will take the lead. Game number 3, Ryan Zhu has chosen Temple as the third map. So it seems like Ryan definitely favors the smaller maps, and I don't blame him, especially with that pretty solid win on cards with that huge farm and rainbow rush. So will they do another farm strat on this map, because it's a very small map, very similar to cards in that way. Ryan Zhu just changing the settings to low. Super Bomb Jumbo says, hero to you too. And Ryan Zhu starting off with a farm economy again. So I think, oh, and Super Bomb Jumbos too is showing also a farm. So, oh, I love farm versus farm. Oftentimes, you don't get players, normally, sorry, let me just say this again. Only very good players, I think, go farms. So you often don't see farm versus farm very often, because it takes 2 good players to go farm versus farms. And Ryan getting off a quick lead, choosing that boomerang as the first tower as opposed to the bomb tower. So he gets only losing 3 lives, whereas Super Bomb Jumbo losing 29 lives. 19 lives. So both these guys going farm, because this is very exciting. I'm actually not very experienced with using farms myself, so I don't really know how farm versus farm turns out. And what's most interesting of all is that both these guys don't have ground zero. So basically both of them need to kill each other reasonably soon. Because once you get to later rounds, you can send Zomagods. It gets really hard to stop Zomagods with just bomb towers, boomerangs, and either villagers or mortars. Okay, so Ryan Zhu getting that, selling that bomb tower and getting that 2-3 boomer up, and same as Super Bomb Jumbo. Both these guys very adept at not making sure they lose as the least amount of lives as possible. Especially for round 4, that quick little pink rush. And I guess, yeah, so Ryan Zhu continue with the farm economy. And what about Super Bomb Jumbo 2? Is he going to continue with the farm economy? I definitely think he is. Yeah, there it is. He's not seeing any balloons out. And it looks like Ryan Zhu is just a little bit ahead in farm economy. Every time he gets the farm a little bit earlier. And I don't know if that's because he's just better at using farms or if he's just quick on the mouse. But it seems like they should get the farms at the same time, because they've, yeah, they're spending the same amount of money. They've got exactly the same defense. But every time, look at this. See, look, Ryan Zhu getting the farm quite a few seconds faster. Look at this. It's about maybe 4 or 5 seconds faster than Super Bomb Jumbo. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. But nevertheless, I don't think it's going to make it too big of a deal. as their incomes will be very, very similar nevertheless with farms, because usually the farm, it gives a set amount of income per round, and so it doesn't really matter what time you get that tower down during the round, I think. So both these guys going up to 4 farms, and slightly different farm placement. Oh, that's only because actually Ryan can't do Super Bomb Jumbo 2's farm placements. There's actually kind of a difference on this map. Ryan Zhu with that little bush on the top left corner means that he has actually a little bit less space than his opponent. So a little bit of positional imbalance on this map. Left side having slightly less place to put towers than the right hand side. And both of them using the exact same strategy. Wow, the exact same strategy. I think even their mortar positioning is very, very similar. Maybe not quite exactly the same, a little bit different. But yeah, both of them getting that mortar up on round 8. And okay, so Super Bomb Jumbo 2 going for a Rigo Black Rush again. He seems to love these Rigo Black Rushes, doing a bit of damage to Ryan last game. But this game, no, absolutely no damage at all to Ryan. And I think it's because on this map, the towers shoot against the grain, so they shoot against the balloons. And usually the boomer is a lot more effective when they shoot against the balloons than when they shoot with the balloons. Although having said that, cards is very similar like that as well, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. So Super Bomb Jumbo 2 says, I derped. So I guess he did, because he sent those black Rigo balloons and they achieved absolutely nothing. So he's definitely behind the economy now. Look at this. Ryan Zhu having his 4-2-0 farms up. Oh, here's some balloons getting through. I think Ryan's definitely going to lose some lives here. Yep, so Ryan losing 3 lives there, down to 144 lives. And this is so interesting, farm versus farm. What if they both just do a Rainbow Rush on round 30? What's going to happen then? I honestly have no idea. Ryan Zhu getting his second mortar up, playing very, very safe. And what about Super Bomb Jumbo 2? Just, oh, okay, he's getting his second mortar up for round 12 as well. Wow, so these guys playing so similar strategies. And I actually quite love seeing these sort of mirror strategies, because it does mean that whoever has more skill comes out on top. It's not about, you know, this, oh, it's just a strategy win. And oh, Ryan's going for a Rainbow Rush. So these, okay, so they're forcing Super Bomb Jumbo 2 to sell some farms, to buy some more defense. And, okay, so that rush did quite a bit of damage to Super Bomb Jumbo 2. But the great thing is that it did way more damage in terms of forcing Super Bomb Jumbo 2 to sell some farms. And now he's doing the same thing. So now he's forced Ryan to sell some farms to get that ricochet up. But Ryan's reacting arguably a little bit. And now that's Rigo Ceramics. So Ryan has to get way more defense up, getting quickly that 4-2 bomb tower up. And he got that just in time. And Super Bomb Jumbo 2 says, oh, WTF. So I think Ryan is in a massive lead now, because now he still has farms, whereas Super Bomb Jumbo 2 does not have any farms at all. I think Ryan should just go for a massive counter rush in here and win the game. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 says lower loss. Yeah, I think he has no economy whatsoever. He probably has like only less 200, the original 250 economy, maybe even less than that, because he sent those ceramics. And Ryan Zhu continues to have at least one farm, so he still has a little bit of economy. So now it's just a matter of time, I think, before Super Bomb Jumbo 2 loses the game. Ryan Zhu has more economy, more defense, more lives. There's just no way Ryan can lose this game, I think. So we're just waiting for Ryan to do this, the big rush, which is eventually going to happen. He's probably going to do maybe a round 18 ceramic rush, and that should be enough to win the game. So I think round 18 or maybe round 20 is when this rush will happen. Ryan Zhu has got tons of defense up, 3 ricochets and a 4-2 bomb tower. He was definitely safe versus Rigo Ceramics himself. And nobody's sending any rushes on round 18. This is so interesting. And oh, a Moab. Both of these guys sent a Moab. What is going on here? Oh my god, I think both of them can't defend if this is Moab. Super Bomb jumped to leak some lives there. No, he didn't. Oh my god, both these Moabs are getting through. This is so close. Who is it going to be? Oh my god, it was Ryan that lost that one. Holy cow. So it looks like, oh my gosh, that was so close. Those Moabs were exactly the same time. Did you see that? I mean, oh my god, just go back and look at that. That was so close. I think those Moabs were literally exactly the same time. But I think Ryan's was just like a nanosecond slower. Literally a nanosecond. And it's a Super Bomb Jumbo 2 with the amazing comeback in Game 3. Holy cow. He was just completely dead and gone in that game. He has less lives, less economy, less defense. He had less of everything. But somehow, he Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow his Moab just got there 1 split second faster. And Ryan's defense was very, very good versus Ceramics. He had tons of ricochets, but ricochets are terrible versus Moabs. And so Super Bomb Jojo making the correct choice with that Moab rush. And Ryan Zhu, I guess he should have gone for the Ceramic rush instead of the Moab rush, but he chose the Moab rush and his one was just a second too slow. Wow, 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 wow. Game number 3 going to Super Bomb Jumbo 2. Let's see if we can take out the series in game number 4. We're here in game number 4. Ryan Zhu has chosen Hydro Dam. I know this is definitely a favorite map of Ryan's, as I think he spends a lot of time trying to figure out Hydro Dam because it's one of the maps that you definitely can't ever get a draw in King of the Hill, whereas every other map you may be able to get a draw. So I think he definitely works a lot on his Hydro Dam strategy. And he's starting with his favorite boomerang on the top right pipe, where Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is showing the upgraded bomb tower. So, Ryan Zhu obviously loving the small maps, choosing Temple and Hydro Dam. And Ryan Zhu, hold on a sec, Super Bomb Jumbo says, what would happen if Super John Bomber 2 uploads this on his channel? What will happen indeed? I think he's probably thinking about his own name. He's thinking, oh, you know, will people get confused about the name? Or they think that Chris, the host of this channel, is actually playing. But no, luckily for you guys, you have a informed commentator, myself, sPedo. So right off the bat, I informed you guys that actually this is not Chris playing. This is Super Bomb Jumbo 2, a fan of Chris, and naming himself obviously the same name. And Ryan Zhu going for that 1-3 boomerang, whereas his opponent is going for the bomb tower and dartling gun combination. So every time it seems like people love to use the bomb tower and dartling gun, and meanwhile Ryan loves to use the boomerang, and it's just very, very different strategies, but both of them have their merits. Ryan Zhu going for a quick pink rush here, trying to get Super Bomb Jumbo to lose some lives. Usually this does cause your opponent to lose some lives if you're going dartling gun. There we go. So there he goes. 1 life lost, 2 lives lost, and meanwhile Ryan also losing some lives to pink rush. Both of them causing some damage to each other. It's just really, really hard to have a defense up that can completely stop pinks. And there it is. Getting that 2-1 dartling gun means he's completely safe versus pinks. And Ryan going for another farm economy. So that was really, really interesting. At the beginning, he didn't use farms, but now he's showing farms. And yeah, Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is very, very surprised as well, saying farms with a big, oh, surprise face. So the farm economy versus the Bloons economy. And Ryan's just continually getting more and more farms. So that was really, really interesting that Ryan went normal Bloons economy up to round 4. Even sending out some pink balloons as attacks and maybe even some blue balloons for economy. But now round 5, changing it up to farm economy. Very, very interesting timing on that. And I wonder why he did that. And now both sides going for those black balloons. Both sides should be reasonably safe versus blacks. But at the same time, they're going to lose quite a few lives versus black balloons as well. So now Ryan with this 2-0 boomer up to help out. He should be completely reasonably safe versus blacks. And this 2-1 dartling gun is also very, very safe versus blacks as well. And meanwhile, Ryan's just collecting more and more bananas from his farm economy. So there it is. Some lives being lost by Super Bomb Jumbo 2, but not too many. When you hit those blacks sort of coincide with the natural balloons, they do make it a bit harder for that dartling gun to pop every balloon in time. So Ryan Zhu with a little bit of a lead here, 134 lives to 127, but that lead is now lost. Now they're exactly equal in lives actually, surprisingly. And Ryan Zhu getting that ricochet up for round 8 in case there's a big yellow rush. Meanwhile, Super Bomb Jumbo showing a boat. So very, very interesting, he's using a boat as his third tower. And meanwhile, Ryan Zhu going more and more farms. Wow, going up to 3 farms already, and one of them already up to 2-0. So, Super Bomb Jumbo 2 says boat with a big smiley face. And I think Ryan is probably just going to do a big rainbow rush on round 13 with these farms. Just same exactly as a strategy on cards. And this map is even smaller than cards. It's like half the size of cards. So it's going to be even harder to stop a rainbow rush by Ryan Zhu. But let's see here. So round 10 here. Both these guys need to get the camo detection up. Ryan going for that mortar as his camo detection. Whereas Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is still not showing any camo detection here. Maybe he's just relying solely on his Dartling gun, which is pretty risky actually. It's actually quite hard to only use your Dartling gun for camo detection, because you can do a camo rainbow rush, and that lone Dartling gun is definitely not enough to handle a rainbow rush with camo. And here comes the rush. Ryan just sold all of his farms, so he's going for that camo rainbow rush. As I said, Super Bomb Jumbo could quickly get his laser cannon up, but that by itself is not going to be enough to stop these rainbows, I think. Did he stop them? And Ryan says, oh no, victory and GG for Ryan. So that was just a bit of a lag there, I think. But yeah, definitely the laser cannon by itself is not enough to stop a rainbow rush with camo. Even though the camo makes it 3 times as expensive, and so the rainbow rush is much smaller. Just by itself, without any support from the bomb tower, without any support from any ricochets, it's just not enough. And that rush was enough to win Ryan the game. So now the series is tied 2-2. This is the last map. It's Super Bomb Jumbo 2's pick. So I wonder what he'll pick for the last map. Let's go to game 5 to find out. Okay, here we are in game number 5. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 has chosen Plutonium Mines as the 5th map. So, obviously again, showing that he loves the big maps, whereas Ryan Zhu loves the little maps. And if you watched the previous King of the Hill, you would know that Ryan Zhu lost on this map. And here we go. So Ryan changing his boomerang spot. So if you haven't watched the previous King of the Hill match, go watch that. A really great match between Ryan Zhu and the Dark Affliction. I won't spoil it for you guys, I won't tell you who won, but I will tell you that Ryan Zhu lost on this big map. He lost some lives, which basically made him go like do these crazy all-in strategies. But and that was because of Ryan's bad boomerang spot. But now he's actually learnt something from the Dark Affliction, and now he's taken the boomerang spot that the Dark Affliction uses. Obviously thinking that it's a much better boomerang spot than his own. So there it is, Ryan just learning from the opponents that beat him, and that actually means that it's going to get harder and harder to beat Ryan over time, as obviously he's going to learn more and more strategies from playing all these amazing players. So, Super Bomb Jumbo 2 using a 3-0 bomb tower instead of the bomb tower boomerang strategy, very different from the boomerang strategy. So I'm really interested to see if he can go no lives lost on Plutonium Mines as well, because remember, on big maps like this, King of the Hill is basically just about going no lives lost. And oh, that balloon almost getting through, but Ryan putting that boomer down in the last second just to make sure he didn't lose that life. So that was very well played by Ryan. And Ryan now getting his 2-3 boomer up. And at the same time going for a little pink rush versus opponent, hoping to hurt some lives. And I think Super Bomb Jumbo 2 reacted by getting his bomb tower from a 3-0 up to a 3-1, just causing a little bit of extra damage, and that should be quite enough to keep him safe from these pinks. Meanwhile, he's doing just completely blue balloons versus Ryan Zhu. And can some of these balloons get through versus Super Bomb Jumbo? It looks like there's definitely some balloons getting close to the end, but the bomb pops them just the last second. So now Ryan going back to blue economy. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 saying, took you long enough, LOL. And Ryan Zhu getting some more towers up for round 6, because remember, if you watch it, last time he lost lives on round number 6. Now he's going to be completely safe on round 6 and try to get tons of these 0-0 boomers up to keep him safe. So he's going to start off with 1-2-0 boomer, and Super Bomb Jumbo 2 says Black Rush me. And oh, very interesting, using a Dartling gun. This could be his demise. Because a Dartling gun is very hard to aim sometimes if you don't aim it properly, but he is just aiming it down this straight line, so she should be okay here. Both players still on 150 lives, so you can see here these blacks are getting past, and this bomb tower is doing absolutely nothing. That's actually quite dangerous for Super Bomb Jumbo 2. If there's any black balloons that get past, then it will be quite hard for this bomb tower. And oh my god, there it is! He just lost 1 life! I didn't see how that happened, but oh, I just saw 2 more balloons get through. Okay, so those balloons were just a visual glitch. He didn't lose any lives there. But that's it right there. I think I'm gonna call the GG right there, I think. Because that is the 1 life You cannot lose on the Plutonium mines. And now Ryan's just going to play completely safe and make sure he doesn't lose any more lives to any rushes that Super Bomb Jumbo 2 can send him. There it is, guys. One life lost. One life lost is all you need on Plutonium mines to give yourself a win on this map, I think. Especially against Ryan, who has definitely, I think he's learned his mistakes from last time, and he's perfected his defense. And usually, it's only round 6 and round 7 that you might be able to get him with that Black Rush. But usually by round 8, he has this Ricochet, and that makes him completely safe against any sort of rushes you can do. You might be able to do a big Rainbow Rush on round 13, or maybe a Camera Rush. Especially, excuse me there, especially since he's using Mortars. Mortars does give your opponent a chance to do a Camo Pink Rush, and it might get past the Mortar. And that's all you need. All you need is one pink Camo Balloon to get past, and you will take 5 lives off Ryan, and you will get back in the lead. So that's definitely the strategy that I go for. But then again, Ryan's Mortar placement looks pretty damn good. It looks like it's the perfect spot that you should put for Plutonium mines. That little corner there, it hits them the first time, and it hits them the second time when they loop around. So a lot of opportunities to hit the balloons. So here's round number 12. If there ever was a time to do a Camo Pinks, now would be it. And interestingly, Ryan is going for Bomb Tower. I've actually never seen him going for a Bomb Tower in round 30. He usually goes for the Ricochets. But now he's going for a Bomb Tower. Very interesting. Okay, will anybody do a Rainbow Rush on round 13? No Rainbow Rushes, I think. And interesting that Super Bomb Jumbo 2 has got this Monkey Ace. I don't know if I agree with that. It doesn't seem to be doing too much damage, just sending these darts sort of in all sorts of directions. Maybe it does help a little bit with the DPS, but overall it's just very inaccurate, and you don't want inaccuracy in a map where you want to go no lives lost. You want to make sure you're hitting every balloon. And that's the problem when you use things like Dartling Guns, because you may just miss the balloon, and you might be just busy doing something else. So okay, here we go, a single ceramic, not even more than one. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 seems to find this pretty funny for some reason, but that single ceramic was taken care of very easily with this 4-2 Bomb Tower and these 3 boomers. It should definitely be enough to stop any sort of ceramic rush. And Ryan is just so good at playing safe, but also getting economy. Look, he's got tons of defense, but look, he's also constantly sending pink balloons. Look at these, pink balloons, pink balloons, pink balloons. So he knows exactly when to get economy and exactly when to get defense, so that he can maintain no lives lost, both now and for the future. Getting defense now and getting economy for the future defense. Meanwhile, I think Super Bomb Jumbo's defense is actually looking pretty thin, but at the same time, you know, there's just no reason for Ryan to rush him. There's no reason for Ryan to attack, because even if he attacks, it's unlikely he's going to kill his opponent. He's probably just going to make Super Bomb Jumbo lose maybe 10, 20, 30, 40 more lives. And, you know, you got to ask yourself, what's the point? In the end, you're still just going to win by getting to 38 with having more lives than your opponent. And there's pretty much no difference between having 149 lives for his opponent and having 120 lives, especially if you can maintain no lives lost. So round 18 is here. Both players can send Moabs, but looks like neither player is going to send a Moab. And Ryan going back to pink economy balloons. So I really think Super Bomb Jumbo 2 should go for a Camo Pink Rush. Maybe, just maybe, one of those balloons will sneak past that Mortar, and that might be his only chance to get back into this game. This is how I feel, but we will see if he has any amazing strategies and plan. Oh, so he is going for a Moab Rush. A very delayed Moab Rush at that, though. And it doesn't seem like Super Bomb Jumbo 2 is trying very hard, because he keeps saying weird comments like derp and LOL, and yeah, I just don't think his rushes are very effective. And at the same time, his comments lead me to believe that I don't know, he either thinks that he's already lost this game, or maybe he's just trying to be funny. I'm not too sure. And now Ryan has got his second Mortar up, so he's going to be completely safe versus any sort of camera rushes. That timing window that Super Bomb Jumbo 2 could have had with those pink camos is gone with this double Mortar. Round 22 here, so we could send a Zomo God from either player. I don't think Ryan's going to send a Zomo God, because there's just absolutely no need to. That would just be complete suicide by him. sending a Zomagod with suicide. Oh, here we go! A BFB by Super Bomb Jumbo 2. Ryan Zhu is trying to defend it with regular bombs rather than ground zero. And that's a good time to see a BFB because you do get this natural mob coming through as well. But it looks like Ryan Zhu is defending these mobs pretty damn easily, just because this map is so big that you have so much time to defend against the mobs. And there it is. Okay, these balloons are definitely not getting through. That rush was completely ineffective, and that should really be GG right there. Super Bomb Jumper Suisse. Oh, come on. As if he really thought that BFB wasn't going to do anything. And Ryan says, that one life with a winky face. And Super Bomb Jumbo 2 says, I know, right? So yeah, I mean, this is what you do on Plutonium Mines and Rally and all those other big maps. You try to get your opponent to lose one life, and Ryan did it very, very well with that Black Rush. On round 6, he just keeps sending Black Balloons, non-stop Black Balloons, and eventually, just one little red balloon got through, and that was enough to make Super Bomb Jumbo 2 lose that one life. So I'm pretty sure Ryan Zhu has that ground zero for that last tower, and that pretty much means he cannot lose. Like, by this stage of the game, he's got so much economy that he can just use a ground zero anytime he likes, and he can use quote-unquote infinite ground zeros by buying and selling ground zeros over and over again. And it's just not going to be possible to send a rush big enough that causes Ryan to run out of ground zeros. He's got so much money banked up right now. So that's really unfortunate for Super Bomb Jumbo 2. Really, really good series though. I think he did really, really well to get 2-3. So, well, it's not 2-3, it's 2-2 so far. He might still take this game. But certainly doing very, very well to get 2-2. And now Ryan Zhu getting that mortar up to a 2-4 for round 26. Getting ready for those super quick camos that can come on round 20, I think 7-28, I'm not too sure. Maybe round 31? Anyway, on one of these rounds before round 38, there's these super quick camos that you need something more than 2 mortars, because those camo pinks travel like twice as fast as regular camo pinks. So he's getting that 2-4 mortar up is what you need, because it shoots like 3 times as fast, and that's what you need to stop those camos. And yeah, I think we're just waiting for round 38, guys. I don't think there's really much we can do here. I think... Yeah, I really don't think there's anything Super Bomb Jumbo can do. His timing window was maybe round 13, round 15, round 18. He had a chance to cause Ryan to lose some lives. But now, now that Ryan has so much economy, now that Ryan has ground zeros up, now that he has 4 Moai Maulers and 3 4-2 bomb towers, just nothing. Just nothing can go through. And another little thing for you guys to know is that we saw Ryan beat Cerulean on this map with that Blade Maelstrom attack. With that crazy Blade Maelstrom attack. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Ryan Zhu versus Cerulean. I'm not too sure what episode that is, but it's one of the King of the Hill episodes, so go look for it. And the last game, it was 2-2, and the last game on Plutonium Mines, Ryan pulled out the craziest attack of tech shooters using the Blade Maelstrom and Zomagods to lag out his opponent. And there's a bit of a discussion between Ryan Zhu and Cerulean after that match, as well as between some other top players. And basically Ryan Zhu agreed that that attack is effectively cheating, because it's an attack that your opponent can't defend. Like, there's no point in a game to have an attack where your opponent can't defend. So hold on a sec, here we go, we're going a Zomagod rush by Super Bomb Jumbo. He says low, but I don't think this is going to do too much here. Ryan Zhu can use just a couple of ground zeros and he'll clean this up easy peasy, no problem, bleezy. Easy peasy, no problem, bleezy. But he did, I like the timing of it. He timed it with that natural BFB. So even though this is probably not going to do too much, it's still definitely the best time for that Zomagod. And look at this, the Monkey Ace, boom, ground zero, everything is dead. And that's about it, guys. I think that Zomagod doing absolutely nothing. You see, round 31 is when these super fast camos get through. And I actually think if Super Bomb Jumbo 2 doesn't get a second mortar, or doesn't upgrade his mortar, he's going to lose some lives to this super quick camo pink rush because they're really so fast that one mortar is not enough, guys. It's not enough, and they will get through your lone mortar. But it's kind of irrelevant now, because as long as Ryan Zhu doesn't lose any lives, then he is sorted. So yeah, back to what I was talking about, that Blood Maelstrom attack, that has actually been banned now from King of the Hill. So you're not allowed to use this offensive lag strategy where you use Blood Maelstrom and someone goes to lag at your opponent, because it's like an attack that your opponent can't defend against. He just has nothing he can do. He can't put towers down. He just can't do anything to defend against it. So in a sense, it's kind of like hacking, right? It's like, what's the point of having a game where you can do an attack that your opponent can't defend? Even with, I mean, Cerulean had like 8 ground zeros in that game, and that still wasn't enough to defend versus this Blood Maelstrom and Zomagod Rush. So basically because of that, it's been banned out of the game, and that really means that at the moment there's just no chance whatsoever for Super Bomb Jumbo 2. So guys, this last bit here, you can just sort of watch the ending, but I really don't think there's any strategies that Super Bomb Jumbo 2 can come up with. But who knows, maybe he'll just surprise us with something amazing. Maybe he'll just do some crazy camo regrow Zomagod Rush that somehow gets past Ryan. But given that he has ground zeros, I don't really see it doing anything. Alright guys, so we're just waiting for round 38 pretty much for the game to end. So yeah, it looks like, I'm not too sure if, I'm actually just really impressed with the Super Bomb Jumbo 2 with that one loss record doing this well versus Ryan. And Super Bomb Jumbo 2 says, yeah, I lost. Ryan Zhu with the smiley face. Another BFB and Zomagod attack, but again, probably not going to do anything. And I think with that those two Zomagods, Super Bomb Jumbo 2's economy is probably down to close to 0. It's going to be pretty hard to do a follow-up attack after this. So Ryan just using the ground zero to clean this up. So I'm sorry that this last game is kind of anticlimactic, guys. The game was pretty much decided on round 6 when those black balloons caused Super Bomb Jumbo 2 to lose a life. Oh, these camo balloons are really fast. Wow. So we have some, like, around 35 is also pretty tricky. You got some camo rainbows that are also extremely fast. And it was causing Super Bomb Jumbo 2 to lose some more lives. He says WTF, LOL. And actually he might just lose right here. Oh, okay, so there it is, GG. Super Bomb Jumbo 2 surrenders, does not want to wait to round 38 to lose, and I sort of thank him for surrendering, because once you realize that you can't win, especially with those two Zomagods, he just has no economy left. So thanks for leaving the game and sort of saving us the pain of watching these last few rounds. So there it is, Ryan Zhu down 2-1 initially with some crazy games. Actually, there were some really great games in the series, especially that temple game. That temple game was amazing. Ryan Zhu being so far ahead economy, ahead in the defense, and ahead in lives. But somehow, both of them sitting in Moab at almost exactly the same time. But that Moab from Super Jumbo just 1 split second earlier, literally a split second earlier, causing him to win that game. And yeah, that left him up 2 games to 1, and Ryan Zhu had to claw his way back, using his favorite map, Hydro Dam, probably his favorite map, and then being able to cause that 1 life lost on a map that Super Bomb Jumbo picked. So it's unfortunate that yeah, Super Bomb Jumbo loves the big maps, but he's still not quite ready for King of the Hill in terms of knowing how to defend perfectly on these big maps against the Black Rush, the Pink Rush, and going no lives lost. And I quite like his Bomb Tower strategy, actually. Bomb Tower with the Dartling Gun, very good strategy, but just need to be a bit more careful with that defense. So Ryan Zhu takes the series, defends against the challenger, Super Bomb Jumbo 2. Thanks for watching, guys. This is SmokeyBloons, signing out. See you next time.